Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Talking with Tom on YouTube, where viewers check into live chat from around the world with their comments. And we're waiting for our first check-in right now, and it's Dave from Florida. Hello, Dave. How's everything going down there in Florida? I hope everything is well in your neck of the woods. And I hope you're doing well yourself. I know you're quite busy. You got a lot of activities that you're involved in, like your truck, the lawnmower. And Dave says, so far, so good in Florida. That's good to hear, Dave. I'm glad to hear things are going well for you. Thank you for checking in tonight, Dave. I really appreciate that. And we're waiting for some more check-ins here on Talking with Tom on YouTube for a Wednesday, June 24th, 2026 at 8 p.m. Eastern Time in the United States of America. And I say that because we do get check-ins from around the world. And Dave says buffering. I don't know. It must be a bad Wi-Fi signal. Must be a bad Wi-Fi signal, Dave. I don't know. We'll have to wait for some more check-ins to see if other people have the same problem. But he says it's buffering. Okay, I don't know. I'm getting a good Wi-Fi signal here on my end, Dave. I don't know how the Wi-Fi signal is on your end. Perhaps you're having a poor Wi-Fi connection and you're getting the buffering. I know there is a way to fix that, but I forget what it is. Somebody mentioned it once on Facebook. And Dave says, it's good now. Okay, thank you very much. I'm glad it straightened itself out there, Dave. Thank you very much for the report. I really appreciate that. And we're waiting for more people to check in, like Carol from the Philippines, who just checked in right now. And she says, hello, Tom. Our Wi-Fi is doing very good here in the Philippines tonight. And Carol says, hello to Dave in Florida. Okay. So there's no problems with the buffering in Philippines tonight, Dave. Must have been a Wi-Fi problem on your end. Carol said the signal is good tonight in the Philippines. That's halfway around the world. And speaking of people from halfway around the world, Marcy is here from New Zealand. Welcome, Marcy. We've got Dave from the United States. We've got Carol from the Philippines, and we got Marcy from New Zealand. Thank you very much, Marcy, for checking in tonight. We really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's always good to have you on the program, Marcy. That's for sure. Okay. Let's get right down to business here with a few announcements. Fun Tower Radio, FUNTOWERRADIO, all one word, Fun Tower Radio. FUNTOWERRADIO.com. FunTowerRadio.com, the hottest hits Check it out on the internet with Rockin' Ron Sedaly. And where is Rockin' Ron Sedaly? Last I heard, California. California's last I heard. Did you hear anything, Dave or Marcy or Carol? Dave said to Carol he watches the video of real life in the Philippines. Interesting to see. I didn't get a chance to watch it yet, Dave, but I am going to watch it. You did send it to me. And Marcy says, hello, Dave, and hello, Carol. I'll be watching that video of real life in the Philippines that you sent me. Fun Tower Radio with Rockin' Ron Sedaly. We got to find out where he is. Last I saw on Facebook, he was in California. Did anybody hear anything, Marcy or Dave? No, Dave says not this week. He's been very busy. Just like I said, he's got a lot of activities that he's joined up with. But last I saw, he was in California. So he made it to the West Coast, and he was seeing the Pacific Ocean for the very first time. It was a shot of him looking out of his car window at the Pacific Ocean in California. If you want to call Fun Tower Radio, the number is 860-540-4766. That's 860-540-4766. 860-540-4766 for funtowerradio.com on the internet with Rockin' Ron Sedaly and Michelle Russo doing a great show called Love Letters. Love Letters with Michelle Russo, an easy listening program. And she's on Sunday night for 2 hours. And I believe Monday evening it's repeated again for 2 hours. And you can check out Rockin' Ron Sedaly Friday night on the Friday Night Oldies Show and Saturday night with Saturday Night All Request. All Request Saturday night with Rockin' Ron Sedaly. Check it out on Fun Tower Radio. And we got another new check-in. Rose says, hi, Tom. Hello, everyone. Rose is here. I don't know if she's in New London or Waterford. I think she's in New London because she still has the internet. She said it might be a while before she gets internet in Waterford, New London. Yep, Rose is still in New London, Connecticut. And Dave says Rockin' Ron Sedaly was in California on the 22nd of June. Okay, thank you very much, Dave, for that information. That's about what I saw, too. And Rose from New London says, I move to Waterford next week. Okay, Rose. Well, as soon as you get the internet installed in Waterford, we'll be waiting to hear from you. So let us know when you come back on. Next week, Rose will be moving to Waterford, not too far from New London. It's in the same area. But it may take her a couple of days to get the internet hooked up. And she says she'll let you know. She'll let everyone know when she's back on and hooked up with the internet. And Dave says, love your post, Rose. Yeah, she has some very comical posts on her page. So check it out. Check out Rose's page and you'll get a good laugh for sure with some very comical posts. And coming up, it's just about here, a couple of days away, the New Britain Italian Festival on Sunday, June 28th, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. with music, Italian and American food, drinks, vendors, and fun for all who attend. Sponsored by the New Britain Italian Civic Association, 13 Beaver Street, New Britain, Connecticut. So if you're in the New Britain area, Sunday, June 28th, coming up, just a few more days, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., 13 Beaver Street, New Britain, Connecticut. Check it out. A good time will be had by all. Sample some of the delicious Italian-American food that they have available, drinks, and check out all the vendors that will be there. 13 Beaver Street, New Britain, Connecticut. Sunday, June 28th, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Check it out. Okay, looks like we got a nice bunch of people here tonight, but I don't see Steve and Ethan Carlin from Agawam, Massachusetts. Anybody know where Steve and Ethan Carlin are located? Well, we know where they're located, Agawam, Massachusetts, but where are they right now? They're not here. Steve and Ethan Carlin of Agawam, Massachusetts. And Debbie and Bill from Plainville, Connecticut. I don't see them on here either. Debbie and Bill from Plainville. Does anybody know where Debbie and Bill are located right now? Plainville, Connecticut. Perhaps they got something to do. Seems like Debbie and Bill are always busy at the firehouse with activities, because Bill is a member of the Plainville Fire Department, and they participate in a lot of the goings on at the firehouse in Plainville, Connecticut. So they could be at the firehouse again tonight. I'm not sure. But perhaps they'll check in before the show is over. And Marcy from New Zealand says it's a nice, fine Thursday afternoon in New Zealand. Thank you very much for that report, Marcy, from New Zealand. We appreciate that very, very much. The Hartford Yard Goats, Hartford, Connecticut, will be sponsoring a Polish Heritage Night on Tuesday, July 7th, 2026. The gates to Hartford Yard Goats Dunkin' Donuts Park will open at 6 p.m., so get there early because it's going to be a good time for all. Game time will be at 7:10 p.m., and all the fun is hosted by the Polish Cultural Club of Greater Hartford. So get there early. There'll be music. There'll be Polish and American food, and a good time for all who attend. For further information, you can call the Hartford Yard Goats at 860-246-4628. That's 860-246-4628. And Steve and Ethan Carlin are not here, so I don't know what happened with that car meet. They were going to have a car show, I believe, for mental health. All proceeds go to mental health. And if they were here, they could probably tell us a little bit more about what happened with that situation. Does anybody know anything about Mike Fudella in Michigan? I thought I saw a posting on Facebook that said he was not doing too well. He was not feeling well. But Mike Rudinsky from Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania is doing fine. I checked out his page and he was on there live and well on his Facebook page doing his show. Mike Rudinsky, Rudzinski, from Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. He was on doing his show, and it looked like the video was improved. The colors were coming through a lot better on the video. So perhaps they got a new camera or improved the lighting. But the colors were much, much more vivid, brighter colors than they were in previous times when he did his broadcast on Facebook. We've got another Italian festival coming up, and it's in July, toward the end of July. The Southington Italian Festival, July 24th through July 26th, the entire weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And it's located on Lower Center Street in downtown Southington, Connecticut. There'll be delicious Italian and American food, drinks, vendors, and fun for all who attend. On July 24th at 9:30 p.m., there's going to be a fireworks display. So check that out. That's July 24th at 9:30 p.m. And then on Sunday morning, July 26th, there's going to be a beautiful outdoor Catholic Mass starting at 10 a.m. And immediately following the Mass, there will be a procession that you can join in on and march with everyone from the festival. Sunday, July 26th, 10 a.m., outdoor Catholic Mass followed by a procession. That's the Southington Italian Festival, July 24th through the 26th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Lower Center Street in downtown Southington, Connecticut. When I say Lower Center Street, I'm referring to the area right at the Sons of Italy Club. Where the Sons of Italy Club is located, that's Lower Center Street in downtown Southington. So check it out if you're in the Southington, Connecticut area, July 24th through the 26th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I've been to this festival in the past, and it is a good one for sure. And now they even improved it and made it better with the fireworks. And, of course, they always had the outdoor Catholic Mass on Sunday. So that's that. And we're waiting for more check-ins, but I don't see anybody new checking in on the live chat. So things are going kind of slow right now for live chat. Here on the Tom Coss Get Together, Talking with Tom on YouTube. Oh, Stephen Schwartz from Pennsylvania. He's not here either. Stephen Schwartz from Pennsylvania. We're missing him tonight. Maybe he'll check in just before the show is signing off. And it said, Rose says, so who did everyone vote for in the All-Star game? Did anybody vote for your favorite team in the All-Star game? Who did everyone vote for? And Stephen Schwartz, we just said your name, Stephen. Welcome, Stephen. He's here from Pennsylvania. Thank you very much for checking in tonight, Stephen. And everyone is saying hello, Stephen. Rose from New London, Carol from the Philippines. Welcome, Stephen Schwartz from Pennsylvania. Nice to have you aboard. I hope everything's going well in the state of Pennsylvania. Hope you're doing well. And Dave says hello to Stephen also. Dave from Florida. So it's good to have you on here tonight, Stephen. Thank you very, very much for checking in. Now, if we only get Bill and Debbie and Bill from Plainville, Connecticut. They haven't checked in. And Steve and Ethan Carlin from Agawam, Massachusetts. They're usually a regular check-in to the program. I should have gave them a call before the program started. Usually I call Steve and Ethan in Agawam, Massachusetts, just to remind them that the show is on tonight. And I didn't do that, so they're not here tonight. They probably forgot about the program or they got other things to do. And anyways, I was talking about Mike Fudella from Michigan. I saw a posting somewhere on the internet, on Facebook, that he's not doing too well. And he was in the hospital. I don't know if that's true or not. I can't confirm that. I can't deny it. I'm not sure. But he was a very good friend of mine. We used to talk quite often. And I sure do miss him in our chats that we used to have online, on Facebook, and over the phone also. So Mike Fudella. I have to find out more about him and what happened. Okay. Doesn't look like we're getting many more check-ins here to the program tonight. Looks like everybody's all checked in that is going to be on here tonight. Oh, and who did everyone vote for in the All-Star game? That's from Rose from New London. Who did everyone vote for in the All-Star game? Who did you want? Anybody on here watch the All-Star game? That's from Rose in New London. And it doesn't look like anybody did, Rose. Doesn't look like it. Nobody's saying anything. Oh, well, I didn't catch the game myself, Rose. I didn't watch it. I wasn't sure when it was on or what channel. And Dave from Florida says, I don't watch sports. Dave, I'm not much of a sports fan myself. Really doesn't excite me to watch too many games on television. So I myself, I can say, Dave, I'm not much of a sports fan either. So I'm with you, Dave. But doesn't look like anybody on here watched the game. Okay, Rose, sorry about that. Doesn't look like it. Okay, if you want to send me an email, just like Rose did, to find out if the program was still on. My email address is thomasacoss@gmail.com. That's all one word, Thomas, Thomas, A as in Alan Coss, Coss, all one word, thomasacoss@gmail.com. You can get me that way with an email, or you can go on Instant Messenger on Facebook and message me on Instant Messenger like so many people have done. And Rose says she thinks it's next weekend. Is that the All-Star game, Rose? The game is July 14th. Oh, okay. They didn't have the game yet. It's July 14th. The next All-Star game coming up. Okay, thank you for that information, Rose. That was very helpful. Rose from New London. Oh, and she says, yes, in the All-Star game, they're voting on the players. They're voting on them or they're betting on them. I think sports betting is now legal here in Connecticut. I'm pretty sure it is. So she said they're voting on the players. Yeah, voting for players. No betting. Okay, they're not allowing betting. I know there was a big shakeup in the sports world as far as betting goes. And Dave from Florida says, I only watch motorsports. Okay, well, you do watch some type of sports, Dave. Motorsports. When I was a kid in South Meriden, I used to go to the quarter midget racers at American Legion Park in South Meriden on Hanover Street. And they were the little kids racing in the quarter midget racing cars. It was very interesting to watch. And Rose from the London said, Dave, who's your favorite driver or team in motorsports? Who's your favorite driver or your team in motorsports? Dave Dorvey in Florida. From Rose in New London, just wondering. Very good question. Okay. Oh, and Rose says, sometimes I used to go up to Thomaston for a race. Oh, well, that's interesting. Yeah, I used to go to the quarter midget racers in South Meriden. And Rose used to go up to Thomaston to the racetrack. They had stock car races also in Plainville. But Debbie and Bill are not on here tonight. They could probably comment on that. Debbie and Bill from Plainville, Connecticut. They had Plainville Stadium, stock car races. It's not there anymore. They knocked it down. They built a whole bunch of stores in the area where the racetrack used to be in Plainville and the Plainville Drive-In movie theater. They were right next to each other. And Rose says Waterford, Connecticut has the Speed Bowl. I think it's late model stock. That is correct, the Waterford Speed Bowl. Rose, thank you for that bit of information. Oh, and Dave says the American Legion was 3 blocks away from his house growing up in Meriden. Wow. Yep. Dave was born in New Britain and grew up in Meriden. And I was born in Meriden and moved to New Britain. So how do you like that? Dave Dorvey and I switched towns here in Connecticut. Growing up in Meriden, did you ever go to the quarter midget racers at American Legion Park? They were and the track was right in back of the American Legion. You probably went there a few times, like I did. I could hear the cars racing from my backyard in South Meriden, and I'd jump on my bike and I'd go over to the American Legion on Hanover Street in Meriden. Anyways, I think we're going to wrap it up. And Dave says, yes, it was a lot of fun. It certainly was. That's for sure. I think we're going to wrap it up. That's just about going to do it for tonight. It was nice having everyone check in here tonight on the program. Thank you very, very much, especially Carol from the Philippines and Marcy from New Zealand. Thank you very much for checking in. And Marcy says, okay, Tom, have a good night. God bless you and everyone here on the program. Dave Dorvey says 742. Oh, he deleted that message. Okay, we're not going to say that one then, Dave. Rose from New London says, have a great evening, everyone, and I'll see everyone in 2 weeks when she gets her internet connected in Waterford, Connecticut. Not too far away from New London, right in the same general neighborhood, a hop, skip, and a jump away. Dave Dorby says, have a good night, everyone. Good night, Marcy from New Zealand. Good night, Carol from the Philippines. And thank you all for checking in. And Carol says, see you, Rose, next time you get the internet connected. Take care and God bless. Stephen Schwartz says, have a good night. See you all next week, July 1st, 2026 at 8 p.m. Wow, July 1st already. So this is the last show for the month of June, June 24th, 2026. Yeah, 7 more days. It'll be July 1st, 2026 at 8 p.m. Thank you very much for that information, Stephen Schwartz. So have a good night, everyone. Take care. God bless. And we'll see you next week, July 1st, 2026 at 8 p.m. Eastern Time here in the United States of America for another edition of Talking with Tom on YouTube at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, United States of America. So you can figure out from that, the Eastern time zone, what time it is in your country. Carol says, good night, guys. See you all next week. And good night to Tom, Coss, myself. Take care and God bless. From Carol in the Philippines. Thank you very much, Carol, for checking in. It's good to have you on here from the Philippines and Marcy from New Zealand. Okay, take care, everyone. Remember, that's next week, Wednesday, July 1st, 2026 at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Take care and God bless you all.